With this video, I'd like to show you how I crochet Venetian square, and you can use it to make this beautiful table runner, and you can make it as long and as wide as you'd like by adding motifs. And I use crochet thread size 10 and crochet hook size 4, which is 2 millimeters. And I start the motif with the initial knot and I chain 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I count to the 8th chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I double crochet into that chain. I chain 2, I skip 2 chains below, 1, 2, and double crochet into the next. Do this again. Chain 2, skip 2 below, double crochet into the next. Chain 2, skip 2 below, double crochet into the next. Chain 2, skip 2 below, and double crochet into the first chain that I started with. First row of center square made. Now I chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and turn. And double crochet into the double crochet stitch below. Chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, and double crochet. Second row made. Again, chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn, and make 3 more rows, just like that. And I've finished my center square. I turn my piece and then start the first row along the edge of the square with 2 single stitches. 1, 2, and then single stitch into the column below, 2 single stitches in space, 1 in the column below, 2 in a space, 1 in column below. Now I've come to the end of the third little row, square, excuse me, and that's where I start the second part of the pattern. I chain 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I turn, I skip 2 single stitches below, 1, 2, and then slip stitch into the next. I bring my thread over and turn again, and now I can start single stitching into the chain space. 3 single stitches, 2, 3, and now I make my first picot. So chain 3, 2, 3, and slip stitch into the single stitch below and pull it through. Picot made. 2 more single stitches and make a second picot. 1, 2, 3 chains, slip stitch into the single stitch below, pull through, picot made. 2 more single stitches. I'm gonna make a third picot. 2, 3, slip stitch into the single stitch below, pull through, picot made. 2 more single stitches. Make a fourth picot. 1, 2, 3, slip stitch to the single stitch below, picot made. 2 single stitches and make a fifth picot. 1, 2, 3, slip stitch into the single stitch below, pull through, and 5 picots made. Now I can finish up with 3 single stitches. 1, 2, 3. And now I'll continue with the first row, 2 single stitch in a space, 1, 2, and 1 in a column below. And now I make 5 single stitches in a corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And next side, exactly the same way. Single stitch in column, 2 single stitch in a space, single stitch in column, 2 single stitches in space, and single stitch in column. Again, we're at the end of the third little square. Now chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Turn, skip 2 single stitches below, 1, 2, slip stitch into the third, pull through, bring thread over, turn again, and start single stitching into the chain. 1, 2, 3, and picots. First one, 3 chains, slip stitch into single stitch below, pull through, 2 single stitches, picot, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch into the single stitch below, pull through, 2 single stitches, picot, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, pull through, 2 single stitches, picot, 2, 3, slip stitch, pull through, 2 single stitches, and the last picot, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, and 3 more single stitches here. Continue row, 2 single stitches in space, 1 in column, and 5 into the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 sides are made. Now continue third and fourth side same way. Now I've done with all 4 sides, and I'm come to the last corner square, and I'm going to make 3 single stitches in it because I started with 2, so we'll have a total of 5, and I slip stitch into the first one to complete this row. Next row is going to be much faster. I chain 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I skip first picot and slip stitch into the next. I chain 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, skip next picot, slip stitch into the next, pull through, and I chain 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, skip picot, and now slip stitch into the corner. It's the third single stitch of the corner 5. Slip stitch, one side made. Okay, chain 7 again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, skip picot, slip stitch into the next, chain 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, skip picot, slip stitch into the next, pull through, and 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this time slip stitch into the corner. It's the third single stitch of the corner 5. Now continue same way the other 2 sides. I finished my second row, and now comes the third and last. I single stitch 3 into the first chain space, 2, 3, and then make picot. 1, 2, 3, slip stitch into the single stitch, pull through, picot made. Now single stitch 2 and make a second picot. 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, pull through, and single stitch 3 more. 2, 3. This space is done. Now we're going to do the corner. Single stitch 3, 2, 3, make a picot. 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, now single stitch 2, make a second picot, slip stitch, single stitch 2, and make a third picot. The corners have 3 picots. And now finish with 3 single stitches, and the corner is made. Now continue 3 single stitches, make picot, 2, 3, two single stitches, and a second picot for this edge part here, and now finish with 3 single stitches. This space also done. Now continue till the last edge, and then I will show you how I connect 2 pieces while completing the last third row. Now I come to the corner again. Let's see. Single stitch 3, picot, 2, 3, slip stitch, single stitch 2, make a second picot, through, single stitch 2, now a third picot. We can start connecting with the other piece. I chain 1, bring the second piece, locate the picot of the corner. It's this one here, not the middle one but this one, and I slip stitch through it and pull through my second chain, and then make a third chain of the current picot, and slip stitch through the single stitch below like I did before. Now first connection is made. Now I make the remaining 3 single stitches of the corner and move on to the next space. Again 3 single stitches. Again, chain 1, locate the next picot of the second piece, this one, single stitch, slip stitch through it, pull through the second chain, the current picot, make 1 more chain and slip stitch into the single stitch below. Second connection is made. 2 single stitches, make a third connection, chain 1, locate the next picot of the other motif, slip stitch through it and also through that second chain of current picot, make a third chain and slip stitch through the single stitch below. Third connection made. Make remaining 3 single stitches. And now with this next space I do the same, single stitch 3, then make connecting picot, single stitch 2, make another connecting picot, and then with the corner single stitch 3 and connect to this picot, not the middle but this one, and that's the last connecting picot, and then finish up until the end here. And I finished my piece while connecting it to the other piece here, this connection, and then I single stitched and picot the remaining part of the last edge, and I'm ready to fasten off. And this is how I make it. I absolutely love this pattern. I think it's very different from anything else and it's really beautiful. I hope this video was helpful, and please let me know if you have any questions. Happy crocheting and have a great day. Thank you.